welcome to my channel. My name is Psychic Samira, and today we're going to do a pick card reading from my amazing air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So we're going to have 2 stacks today. Take a moment to choose yours, stack number 1 or stack number 2. If you chose stack number 1, this is your message. We have 9 of Cups upright, 4 of Pentacles reversed. I feel like there is this dedication within you to pursue your happiness, to pursue success. It's almost like before there was something that was holding you back, and you found a way, first and foremost in your mind and your beliefs, in your feelings, to align with that dedication. Almost like there's nothing that's gonna hold me back. I'm gonna do what it takes to self-actualize, to live a life worth living. I'm gonna step out of outdated cycles that just drain me, that are not taking me anywhere. There's still balance that you are being encouraged to maintain, but there is this balanced movement forward. So not going into extremes, for example, not taking that huge debt on to start that business, taking it, maybe you still have that 9-to-5 job that you don't really enjoy, but you want to start your own business. Maybe not dropping that job today and taking a huge loan and starting that business without a plan. Maybe a more balanced approach where you still work for some time and you save some money and you learn something and you find people who are going to help you, but still there is that dedication to achieve success, to change your life. So you are being invited to do it in a balanced way. Stay dedicated, very much dedicated is what I see here, but in a balanced way. Clean your life of anything and everything that is draining you. It can be habits, it can be people, and also find a way to organize yourself, because you can spend a lot of time wasting a lot of time on things that just drain them, things that are not as important, details that are not as important. So this is your message, that you need to find a way to structure your life, to find a way to organize your life in a way that is highly efficient. And to have a highly efficient life doesn't mean to have life void of fun and joy and spontaneity, but to create systems and structures that are gonna feed into your success. For example, routines where you take care of your body, and this way you maximize your physical health, you maximize your energy levels, and you become more productive. So this is what you're being invited to do, to organize, to declutter, and to organize. And also know that sometimes you can experience setbacks, sometimes things might not go according to plan, sometimes there can be delays, sometimes there can be situations that upset you and disappointments, but this is okay. This is just part of life. It doesn't mean that you're failing. It doesn't mean that you will not succeed. This is a natural part of life. When a child is learning how to walk, they will fall many times, but then years later they can walk, they can run, they can jump. Because they had those mistakes, because they fell so many times, they learned how to walk. So you can fail, that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're not going to succeed. That is not a natural part of life. That is natural for somebody who's trying to achieve success, to make those mistakes, to fail many times. This is okay, this is right. See these mistakes as opportunities to learn, as lessons. You could have made that mistake and you could have paid the price for it, but you can learn and you cannot make that mistake again as you move forward. This is how people become successful. People who build themselves from the ground up, they make many mistakes. They fail many things. This is okay, this is normal. In order for you to succeed, you need to take on this mindset, okay? Be okay with making mistakes. Be okay with failing sometimes. Don't make it mean anything about you as an individual, about your ability and your capacity. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody fails sometimes. This is inevitable. Also, I feel like this is speaking about somebody in your life who can try to use your success, try to manipulate you, try to gaslight you, try to, come from, not have good intentions. So be discerning. When people come into your life, when you decide to work with somebody, trust people. There's always risk for deception, but you need to trust people in order to be able to build relationships and succeed. But at the same time, be discerning, be aware, okay? be attentive and ask yourself, what are the motivation, what is the motivation for this offer, and observe people, observe how they behave, how they act, what they say, and just be attentive. If you feel something is off, if you feel an individual might be deceptive, it's up to you to decide if you want to have them around or not. But be protective of yourself, be protective of your life, okay? Not everybody's there with the best intentions, unfortunately. Sometimes people might not even consciously want to do something bad, It can be self-sabotage, it can be subconscious jealousy, or certain things that they might not be aware of. But not everybody's good influence, and this is your message to make sure that you are attentive in this regard. We have the Magician. You are the creator of your reality. You can make this happen. You deserve success. The world is full of possibility and opportunity for you. Yes, you will have to put an effort in. Yes, you will have to fight for certain things. Yes, you will make mistakes. Yes, you will fail sometimes, but that is just natural part of it, okay? Use setbacks and mistakes as opportunities to learn. This is your greatest recipe for success. So I feel like this is your message, my beloved air sign. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your likes, comments, for your subscriptions. If you have not subscribed already, please do, and leave a comment. Tell me if this message resonated. Tell me your story. I read your comments. I appreciate them so much. I appreciate your kind words, and thank you so much for being here. If you would like to get a personal reading, as always, you can find the link for that in the description of this video, and thank you. Bye bye. So if you chose stack number 2, this is your message, my beautiful air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You can have your sun, moon, or rising in one of these signs. And if you chose stack number 2, this is your message. So let us see what wants to come through for you, and what does the universe want you to know. There's some kind of renewal that is happening. It's almost like a new level of your life. What used to work before, it doesn't work anymore. You need to adapt to new circumstance. There can be somebody in your life, like it can be a father figure, or somebody like some kind of authority that you need to adapt to. Maybe a new job environment, or a new school, or something of this nature. There's a new boss. There's somebody that it's almost like this authority in your life that you need to adapt to. It's almost like you work under their guidance, or something of this nature is what I see here. Maybe you did not choose this, okay? So maybe this person was appointed to be in that position, of power, and it's almost like you have to adapt. I'm seeing a mouse. It might be significant, a mouse. In that cartoon Ratatouille, this is what I'm seeing. Like it had to, a rat, it had to adapt to the circumstance. Somehow this is significant. Queen of Wands. Maybe before there, I see a woman. Maybe before you had to deal with a woman in the position of authority, and now that changed, and now it is a man. This can relate to parents, or again, work environment, or school, or something of this nature. I feel like it can be different for different people. Maybe you are used to that woman, and this man is a new influence. They don't have to be men and women, it's just energy, okay? So it can be a woman with a masculine energy, it can be a man with a feminine energy, but this is the energy that I'm picking up on here. Brother is so actually, for some of you, it can also be a brother, maybe a step-brother or something like this. We have the World, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is a very specific message. A very specific message. Is not going to resonate for everybody. I feel like this situation, it's almost like the situation is going to limit your growth, and you will have to transition into a different situation to continue growing. Okay, so for example, it's a boss that doesn't really recognize your talent, and you have to adapt to their expectations that just feel wrong. And in order for you to continue to grow in your career and authentically, grow and actualize your purpose, maybe you'll have to change this job environment. Or this is, somebody temporary, like somebody who has that temporary authority, and you have to adapt to their expectation, and it's not really helping you like grow authentically. So again, this is a very specific message. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but it is coming through, so it is what it is. There's somebody else, another male figure that I see here, somebody who's a little more like a little softer. Also, what this can be is this can be a coach, okay, a coach of some kind. There's another masculine figure here who is a little more in tune with their femininity and a little kinder, that you like much more. Maybe you're considering, and changing whatever the environment is to be with this person instead. You kind of have that, you like them much more. You feel like you would feel much more comfortable with that other person. But I see you, for some reason, you're not taking action on this yet. You're just thinking about it. So please let me know in the comments if this resonates. I'm very curious to know what this is about. Walking away. So this situation is happening for you for a reason. You're meant to learn something from it. You're not meant to stay in this situation. You're going to move on to a better situation, to an environment that's going to be more, in alignment with who you are and what you need to thrive. But it's almost like this environment, this situation is like creating this contrast. It's almost like, if you always had, for example, tasty food and never had food that you did not like, you will not appreciate it as much as if you have that experience of a difference. If you've tasted something that you didn't like before, it makes that food that you like so much, it makes you appreciate it more. I'm not sure if you understand what I'm trying to say here, but it's almost like if you have worked with somebody who was not good for you, and then you move on, let's say a coach. If you worked with a coach and you didn't like them, and it was hard to work with them, when you move on to another coach that is really like your friend, that is really respectful and values you and helps you to grow, you're gonna appreciate that so much more, because you will have that experience of a difference. You will have that experience of working with somebody who wasn't good for you. So somehow this is a necessary experience for you. Don't get discouraged, okay? Don't get discouraged. You will have a better experience than this, whatever this relates to. And please let me know if this message resonates for you. What's this about? I'm very curious to know. I actually feel like this is your message. I feel like this is your message, and if you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, leave a comment. Tell me what this is about. I read your comments and I appreciate them so much. I appreciate your kindness. And if you would like to get a personal reading, you can find the link for that in the description of my video. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you all the very best. Bye-bye.